Hello viewers and welcome to today's episode of On the Rocks.
My name is Jemima.
Yes, so how do we greet?
Wie geht's?
Good.
Yes, I think it is only fitting that today, since we are here at the Windhoek Country Club for the annual Tourism Expo, it is only fitting that we teach you how to greet in a foreign language, and this time around it is German.
Yes,
so if you do happen to bump into a German family, yes.
So where there's beer, there are Germans.
Exactly.
Yes. What do you say?
Wie geht's?
And I'll say good.
Good. Or you can even take it further and say, mir geht es gut.
Aha.
Yes.
Now you've taken the wind out of my sails. So, Jemima, Expo is happening. The guys are setting up.
Yes.
And
we are about to kick off our program officially at 3 o'clock today with the official opening of the Tourism Expo, where we have an exciting lineup of musical performances and an array of fun activities that you can be sure to delight yourself in here at the Tourism Expo.
Stalls,
yes.
loads of stalls.
Let's not forget the stalls.
Yes,
There's so much to do, and I myself am a travel enthusiast, so if you do happen to want to plan your next trip, please be sure to visit the Tourism Expo.
So what's next for you?
You know, speaking of planning trips, I think the easiest way to plan a trip, in my experience, has been with the help of Enjoy. Therefore, this segment, as you see, we have been traveling in Enjoy's beautiful and luxurious vehicle, but even better, we'll be giving you a chat with Yuan from Enjoy, who'll be telling us all about what exactly they have to offer and how they can make planning your trip so much easier. Do stay tuned. Now, you've seen us cruise around from Droombos to River Crossing Lodge in this bad boy, this Toyota Urban Cruiser, proudly brought to us by enjoy.my.na. But what you do not know is that there is a face behind Enjoy, and the man is Yuan Geldenhuys. How are you, Yuan?
Thank you, Jemima. Great to see you.
Great to see you
back,
too.
yes.
Yeah, now you guys have done exceptionally well in making travel convenient and easy. And the planning, which is normally the most stressful part of a trip, is now conveniently made easier by Enjoy. Could you tell us a little bit more about Enjoy's other offerings?
Okay, so what Enjoy, we started roughly about 2 months ago. So Enjoy Namibia there's two sides of it. The one side, the main side, is obviously it's a booking platform. So similar to a booking.com, it's just a local Namibian booking platform. So you can basically go on to enjoy.my.na and you can have a look at all the lovely lodges in and around Namibia that we have to offer. So you can book your accommodation through it. We, as I said, we are fairly new, so we're moving into the restaurants, activities, car rental, flights, etc., in the near future.
Wow.
But the main aim for Enjoy Namibia is to have 10 agents in and around Namibia on the floor, interacting with the owners of the guest houses, the lodges, face to face, and not just telephonically or via email.
Yeah.
So you mentioned the car. Now this is the first one we got. We currently have 2 vehicles in the fleet, and this one is called Uno. So it's the U of Urban Cruiser, and the second vehicle we have is called Rummy.
Okay.
So each vehicle is going to have a name to it. So everybody that uses the vehicle to book it in the near future can obviously tell a story about Uno or a Rummy, whatever road trip they had and how convenient it was. Yes.
I think that really adds an interpersonal touch to the trip, and even the fact that you guys want to have agents out in the field to really make it more engaging.
Correct.
Now, we're of course at the Tourism Expo today. What is it that Enjoy has to offer for the attendees of the Tourism Expo?
Well, seeing that we are new, obviously we've got about 33 lodges we've signed up so far, up until date. And we're actually giving away 100 double room, double night vouchers to anybody visiting the stand, yes.
Did I hear you correctly? Did you say 100?
Vouchers, yes.
That's 100 vouchers in 3 days. That's absolutely incredible.
Perfect.
So if you are into travel as much as I am, be sure to visit the Tourism Expo and stop by Yuhan's stand, that is of course Enjoy's stand, and find out about all the traveling itineraries that you can get up to, and be sure to stand a chance at winning a voucher. But do stay tuned for Windhoek, where Otis chats with George from Desert Wagyu and gives us all of the sizzling steak info.
Welcome to Namibia, where adventure meets tranquility. With Enjoy, you have access to a wide range of accommodations to suit every traveler's taste and budget. Experience the finest dining and hospitality Namibia has to offer. Booking your dream accommodation is just a few clicks away with Enjoy. Join thousands of happy travelers who have trusted Enjoy for their Namibian getaway. Your gateway to unforgettable Namibian adventures. Visit us today at enjoy.my.na.
Viewers, we are in the company of Mr. Goerge Kotze, the COO of Reho Meat Processors. How are you doing today, sir?
Fine, thanks for the opportunity.
Yes, so we are at the expo and we're going to talk about Reho Meat Processors. Where did it all start?
Reho Meat Processors is an outflow from the owner of Mr. Sarel de COO. We actually started doing the breeding with Wagyu cattle. And on one stage, he couldn't find a proper slaughter facility to assist him with the processing of cattle. Then he decided to buy the old Rehoboth abattoir out, and then from there we start to the reconstruction, and we will do it in the next 3 weeks. We will close to finish.
Wow, wow. So what part does Reho Meat play in the desert meat story?
So the part the abattoir plays is actually to do the processing according to international norms, in specification from the Wagyu Society,
Yes.
and to do it properly and to equal the international standards to that, because it's a high-end product, and
Yes.
and it needs a high-end quality product on the table.
So there's a lot of processes involved.
There's a lot of quality systems in place, cut specifications in place, and then we need to fulfill that obligation to that. Most of the current cuts is in the chilled format, because we do it on a very small basis now, and we only supply in the local market for that.
You mentioned a very interesting term, Wagyu. What is Wagyu?
Well, there's a big hype on the Wagyu meat because it's really high-end meat.
Yes.
Has nice features in it, more omega-3 in it
Yes.
than the normal commercial beef. And that what is really nice is where in your commercial beef your fat on your cuts is on the outer side, but in the Wagyu it's inside the cut.
Yes.
So you've got that, you call it the marbling. So that marbling gives you actually a nice smooth taste, and the meat is also soft.
Yes. So in terms of gains for the farmers, what is in it for them?
Well, due to that it's a high-end product, your return on your meat is much higher.
Yes.
Although there's some additional cost involved in it, but
Yes.
on this moment it looks like that there's much more financial benefit to
Yes.
proceed with Wagyu.
Wow. So who are your farmers?
We currently have 3 farmers. It's Mr. De COO himself, and Mr. Dani Meiber farming in the Kommes Hoogland, and Mr. Gunther Heinle is in the Otjiwarongo district, where they process and produce Wagyu cattle,
Yes.
and they slaughter on a regular basis at Reho Meat Processors.
So there's enough cattle. for the
Current,
market.
yeah, for the current market there's enough, but when we will do the export, we need to increase the
step up.
quantities. Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff there. So tell us about, you mentioned the characteristics, the health characteristics in particular. What health benefits does Wagyu meat brings?
Well, as I said before, that there's more omega-3 in
Yes.
in the fat of the Wagyu,
Yes.
so it makes it quite suitable to utilize it where there's a lot of negativity on the normal animal fat. This one is bringing you more omega-3 to it. And if you use the fat in as a cooking oil,
Yes.
it due to the fact that the melting temperature of Wagyu is much lower than the normal commercial beef fat, it makes it very suitable for cooking.
Yes.
So you can do the dripping of it, and
It's compared to olive oil.
it's really close to olive oil, and it smells really nice. So you can actually, according to me, you can utilize it for everything.
Wow. So, Mr. Kotze, there's a lot of other activities happening in the area. There's a very nice golf course. We visited that facility earlier. We're quickly going to have a look at that facility, viewers, and then we're going to see what's cooking with Jemima.
And you know, a lot of the times when people think about changing communities, they run to football, to rugby, but we also get the feeling as golfers that this is one of those sports that can change also the community from the ground up. A lot of stories have inspired people, stories like Tiger Woods, you know what I'm saying? Where I grew up, it was Nick Price. It was, you know what I mean?
Yes,
You think South Africa, you think the Big Easy, Ernie Els. It wasn't just about the fact that they played golf, but they inspired generations which managed to change their communities through the sport and, of course, create a better life for themselves. So if you're talking to a Namibian who just today heard about golf for the first time, and they just don't know where to start, what would you tell them?
I would tell him, I would invite him down here, sit down, nice and relaxed there, get a refreshment and sit down and just chat first, and we'll probably get a guy like Joe involved to come and sit there, and we just talk generally about golf. And
Having taken a look at all of the fun activities that you can get up to at the Windhoek Country Club, particularly the golf course, we are now in the braaihoekie, where I am joined by Chef Terry, who will be teaching me how to put together a lekker meal with some Wagyu steak, pap in relish. But let's find out. How are you today, Chef Terry?
I'm fantastic. I've got one of the best meats Namibia has to offer, and I'm with you.
I mean, it doesn't get better than this now, does
there
it?
we go. And we're in the kitchen. We're going to have some fun.
Exactly, I'm sure we are.
Yes.
So, the Wagyu steak, what makes it so special?
It's the marbling of the fat that runs between the muscles of the meat. So that's where your flavor is. And that's where your moisture is. So the more fat and marbling you have in a steak, the softer it's going to be, the tastier it's going to be. And yes, basically that's what it boils down to. And Wagyu has the highest marbling of any cattle breed. So that makes it unique.
So it is the best of the best.
It is the best of the
creme de la
best.
creme.
Oh yes.
Oh, this is good. And how did you prepare it?
What we've done is we've just seared it on the outside. So we've literally just browned it on the outside. As you can see, if I cut this steak in the middle, it should be slightly pink. Okay.
Oh, my mouth is literally watering.
And if I squeeze it, look at all of that juice that runs out of it. And that's where the flavor is. So that's what we are aiming for.
Okay.
And believe it or not, this is a chakai. Chakai is normally on commercial cattle. A chakai would be used for stews, and because it's quite a tough cut of meat. But when you taste this, you saw how the knife glided through that steak.
So easily.
It is so much more tender. than your commercial beef. So that's what makes this unique.
So this is a unique type of chuck eye because of its soft.
Because of
and
the
tender
marbling,
nature.
because of the fat content,
Okay.
it just makes it so much softer and easier to eat.
Alrighty.
Right.
And how will we
So what
preparing the meal for Otis and George today?
What we're going to do is I've made some staver pup
Oh.
balls. All right. So if you could put 3 on each plate for me.
Okay.
I'm going to slice the Wagyu and we're going to finish it off because we've got a lovely Asian style mushroom relish and we've got some sriracha sauce and we've got a glaze of honey and soy sauce.
Okay.
So-
That's the same that they use for the dunked wings, or
No. It depends. If you want
Okay.
a sweet and sour or if you want a spicy and sour, there's all different versions. But
and this one is what will it give us? Will it make
it's
it a
going to
little
make
bit
it just sweet and salty, savory. So
Ooh,
it's
nice.
fantastic. I mean, look at this steak, how easy
Shoo.
it's cutting.
Looks lekker. I'm sure Otis is gonna love this. I'm sure he is. So you say 3 pop balls per plate. I'm trying to make this as aesthetically pleasing as possible. So we're just gonna put them like that in a little triangle.
Or you can put them 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the plate, so there's room
Okay.
for the steaks to go on top of them.
True, true. See, what would I do without Chef Terry today? What would I do?
We have to have a bit of an artistic flair in the kitchen.
No? I think that's not really my strong suit. I am very creative, but not with food. So then we put it 1, 2, 3.
A few pieces here. There we go, fantastic. So
Okay.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to brush these with this lovely sweet and savory dressing that we've made.
Okay. Juicy.
That's the problem with working outside in Namibia.
So what exactly did you? Was it just honey and soy sauce?
It's
that you
honey,
used for
soy
that?
sauce, bit of salt and pepper. That's it.
Okay.
Nothing else. All right.
Cool.
So
and now we're gonna blowtorch
now we're
it.
going to blowtorch. See, we have
Okay.
fun in the kitchen.
Yes, I think this is my favorite part. I love playing with fire.
So we don't want to overcook it,
Okay.
but we just want to caramelize the honey and the soy just to help infuse with the meat
Can I
and
try?
add a nice flavor. Yes. There we go.
So it's still on, is it?
Yes, it's still on. There we go.
This is cool. This is so cool. I've never blowtorched meat before.
This is a showstopper. So if you're having a nice dinner at home and you really want to knock their socks off before you even bring out the main course,
Yeah.
you bring everything out to the table. You've got your plates ready. You blowtorch it and onto the plates and serve it.
That is a
Bit
cool
of theatre
dinner.
in the kitchen.
Razzle it up a little bit.
Exactly.
I love
So
it.
if you would put those on one slice on top of each
Okay.
ball.
Okay. On top of each ball.
There you go.
Tell you what, Chef Terry and I are going to finish up here in the kitchen, and let's head right back to Otis to hear what he and George still have to talk about while we surprise them with our meal. Do stay tuned.
Hallo Namibia, ons is by die kus en ons is lus.
Away by the Easter shard.
Okay. Okay, so yes. Please, today you make sure that we are fed. Sorry, it's us.
So, Mr. Kotze, you are currently busy with the construction of your own abattoir. Where is this taking place?
That abattoir is in Reho.
Yes.
It's the old Reho abattoir which the owner bought out, and we converted now to an export abattoir, and eventually we will export to Europe
Sure.
and wherever it requires to go.
So how far is that process?
We are close to the edge of that.
Wow.
In the next couple of weeks, the finalization of the stuff will be implemented. And then the final nitty-gritties will be into July. And then we're looking into to do the data control for 3 months. And looking forward November, December, hopefully we can start export the first container to Europe.
Wow, so Reho Meat Processors are really going to put Rehoboth on the map.
Well, Rehoboth will never again the same. So we put something special in Rehoboth.
Yes.
Our aim is also to job creation.
Yes.
All our people is coming out of Rehoboth.
Yes.
And they will be trained. We are highly specialized people there, so we will train them that they be up to standard and ready for exports.
Yes. Finally, how much does this investment cost?
Well, the investment was more or less 80 mil.
Sure.
It consists of the abattoir, processing, and then all the additional ablutions and requirements needed for exports must also be built. And we've got a small local factory shop where we supply the local market for.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Kotze. We're going to head over to the braai roaster again to see how far they are. Stay with us, viewers. You are watching On the Rocks Namibia.
E-Ticket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
Now that we've prepared the food, I'd like to get to know a little bit more about you, Chef Terry, the brilliant mind behind all of these excellent recipes. When was it that you fell in love with the culinary arts?
I've always been passionate about food, either eating it or preparing it. So from a very young age, I was cooking. And my grandfather and my father were good in the kitchen. So I got that love of food, I think, from them. I just took it that step further by becoming a professional chef.
And mastering your craft.
And mastering my craft, yes. So I've been working as a chef for over 36 years now.
36?
36, yes.
Wow.
And I've been all over. I've represented South Africa and Namibia internationally at food festivals, in competitions as mentors for young Namibians in particular.
Wow.
And I'm at the moment I'm teaching chefs, so I'm training the young Namibians to become chefs, and it's fantastic. I've now gotten to a point where I can give back by training and teaching.
And what would you say is your favorite dish to prepare?
Oh, that's too difficult to ask. But what I can say is I love working with Wagyu. And there are so many possibilities, and it is such a fantastic product. You can do so much more with Wagyu than you could with normal beef because of the flavor profiles, the fat content.
And the tenderness.
And the tenderness of it, yes.
Yeah. Wow, that's incredible. Thank you so much. I think it's time that we start serving Otis and George. What do you say?
I think that's a good idea.
Alrighty.
I saw them drooling just now, so it's about time we fed them.
It is. They got the smell.
Exactly.
So we might as well.
Yes.
Alrighty, let's head right back to Windhoek.
Welcome to Namibia, where adventure meets tranquility. With Enjoy, you have access to a wide range of accommodations to suit every traveler's taste and budget. Experience the finest dining and hospitality Namibia has to offer. Booking your dream accommodation is just a few clicks away with Enjoy. Join thousands of happy travelers who have trusted Enjoy for their Namibian getaway. Your gateway to unforgettable Namibian adventures. Visit us today at enjoy.my.na.
George, I think Chef Terry and Jemima might be ready with the food. let's see what they have
We need something.
on the plate. Yeah.
Bon
Wow.
appetit.
Wow, Chef Terry.
It looks
What
nice.
what do we have here?
Well, today I've prepared pup balls topped with desert Wagyu chuck eye, a Asian mushroom relish, and finished off with a touch of sriracha sauce, homemade sriracha sauce.
Ooh.
So please enjoy. Tell me what you think of it.
Okay. And you need to eat this with your hand, ne?
Oh yes, definitely.
Made with
Pup
love.
and flesh
Truly
always with your
Namibian.
hands.
Truly Namibian. As Namibian as can be.
So George, what do you think?
That's fantastic. I like it.
I think like is a bit of an understatement there.
Really. It's
George?
delicious.
Terry, I can assure you, I'm gonna look at Wagyu with stars in my eyes. Good stuff. Well done, man.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Well
much.
done, chef.
And this
Jemima?
is just a taste of what you can expect here at the Tourism Expo.
Wow.
Literally just a taste.
Yes.
Because we also have a bunch of fun activities that you can be sure to entertain yourself with for the next 2 days. We'll be finishing up on the Friday. We have a planetarium, the musical performances, and tomorrow the Carnival of Flames will be here at
All the way
Tourism
from the coast.
Expo. All the way. So be sure to join us here at the Tourism Expo. But until next week, be sure to catch us here, same time, same place on the Rocks.